That's what it is, right there.
All right, you're all set, Ray.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
All right. The meeting of the West Warwick Board of Canvassers for September 9th, 2020 at 1 p.m. is hereby called to order at 1:03 p.m. Members present are Chairperson Ray Lambert, Vice Chairperson Nancy LeBlanc, Member Bert Mollahan, alternate member Nancy Parenti, alternate member JP Millette. Everyone is present. We have a quorum. We can transact our business. The next item on the agenda is provisional ballots. Carrie.
Okay, so I just was going through them and we received 33 provisional ballots. 14 of them are mail ballots saying that the system told us that they had applied. So those are on hold, obviously, until they get all the ballots put in.
Okay.
I had 2 that the voters were canceled. I had 6 that they were registered Republicans but voted Democrat on the ballot. I had 1 registered Democrat that voted Republican.
Okay.
I had 2 that were registered in different cities or towns. One was Cranston.
Yep.
And one was, I believe, Woonsocket.
Okay.
I had 1 that it was just an empty envelope that said void on it. It had no, there was nothing on it. There's
Okay,
nothing.
I got you.
Nothing in it, nothing on it. It's just
Okay.
voided. Okay, let's see. I had 1 that had already voted in the system.
Okay.
I had 1 that the text said that it was the wrong ballot chosen, that the person hit the wrong button, I guess, on the poll pad.
Okay.
So they, I guess, voided that one and then gave them the new one, I guess. I'm not sure what happened with that one. I had 1 that had a technical issue, obviously 3804. I believe it was the first person that went to vote.
Okay.
So that one obviously is going to be good. They just weren't opened. I had 1 that moved within town, West Warwick to West Warwick. And I had 3 that needed verification on signatures. They had no IDs, so they have been verified.
Okay. That's
That's
it?
it.
Okay. Any questions from the board? Of Kerry?
No, so how many are valid ballots?
Right now, I would say all but the 1 void obviously is there's nothing in that.
Mhm.
And then the 14 I have to wait on. And the 2 that are out of town are up. I mean, that's up to you guys. I got to figure out how to do those 2 because I can't put those in the system because the system is telling me the one is in Cranston and the one is in Woonsocket, but they're giving me West Warwick addresses on the envelope, on the provisional envelope. But my CVRS is saying, no, they're not in West Warwick. And there was no affirmations attached to them either.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I
So
went and looked at
actually,
the,
none of them can be counted.
right.
Yeah, okay.
So it's what? 14, 2, that one is another one. Do these get the registered Republican, they voted Dem? Are those voided? Those are voided because they voted
wrong party.
So those don't get done then, correct?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
voided.
So that's 7. So that's what? 7, 10, right? 7, 10, 14. That would be 24 of them are going to be voided. Oh, no, sorry. 10 of them are going to be voided. 14 were on hold because of the mail ballot.
Okay. That's 24 out of what? How many do you have?
I have 33, so 10 of them are absolutely voided because
Okay.
I can't do anything with them. So that leaves 23. 14 of those are mail ballots out of the
Okay.
23.
on hold, and then what about
Yep,
9 of them left?
yep.
There's 9 left.
And those are all okay.
Right.
Okay.
9 approved.
9 approved.
Mhm.
You need us to
Thank
approve that, I assume.
Yeah, that's, that was it. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
So I assume you want us to approve those 9 ballots?
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Any
Might as
questions
well.
from the board on those 9 ballots? You have approved them, am I correct? Kerry?
Huh?
You
What
have
happened?
approved them, they're valid. You
They
have
are,
approved
but I
them.
didn't put any of them in the system till after our meeting.
Right,
Yep.
So
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve those 9 ballots.
all right,
I so move. Okay, I second it.
all right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, so voted unanimously. Those 9 can be counted.
And the other ones are just pending, correct?
Yes,
14 are pending,
Okay.
right?
yes.
14 are pending, not all of the rest of them.
No,
14.
14 are on
14.
hold.
Okay,
14
So they
are
run those through the machine.
10 avoided.
Yep.
Mhm. Okay, excellent. Thank you.
anything else for provisional ballots? Do we have to sign anything, Kerry?
No,
Okay. All right, next order of business is election day recap. Well, first of all, let me be first, I guess. I think that our staff did a heck of a job. Boy, I'll tell you, with people bowing out at the 11th hour, they bowed out at the 11th and a half hour. So I think Kerry and Mary Ann and them did a hell of a job. Michelle helped out, Paula did a hell of a job. And under the circumstances, I think we're a perfect 3 for 3 with these elections, the PPP. I would like to note, Kerry, that apparently in-person voting was roughly 900, right?
yes.
And that could have been done.
No, 1,200. I think it
In
was 12.
person?
I think it was 1223. I can run and check if you need.
I
the
thought,
exact-
last night the results were like 540 something to.
Yeah, but that's only Democratic. You didn't add the Republican people that
Oh,
voted.
all right. Well, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is
Yes.
that could have been done in one polling place. The civic.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Because the PPP generated how many votes, Kerry, in the PPP? About 1,000,000.
857.
All right, and how about the budget? That was almost a grand.
That was
I
about
think it was
1,000.
almost,
7 something.
No, that was almost a grand, the budget.
That was at 900.
Yeah, it was, I think it was
960.
960, the budget.
960, okay? So this could have been done in one polling place, this in person.
absolutely.
I'm not that muted for the record. If anybody's listening, I don't see it, but in case we watch it on YouTube. But you guys did a hell of a job. Congratulations. Nancy LeBlanc.
Oh, I absolutely agree. It could have been a real disaster, but it turned out well. And thank you all in the clerk's office for chipping in, and it really created, it prevented a disaster from happening.
Can I interrupt? Mary Ann, did you hear, or Kerry, did you hear about any disasters anywhere else? Providence, Pawtucket?
I did speak to the technician this morning, and she said, I said, what time did you go home? She stated what time she went home, and she said, but I heard from everybody. She said it was a nightmare.
No,
So I said, there was
is this
a moment-
Cheryl Johnson? Is this Cheryl Johnson you're talking to?
Yes.
Okay. It was a nightmare for everybody but us, right?
Well, she said it was a
Yeah.
nightmare. I said, okay. I said, I don't want West Warwick's name being splashed. I said, so it was a nightmare for other cities in town. She said, oh, yes.
I knew it. I knew it. And Waz would have been even better if they would have let us have one polling place. But anyway, you done that?
Just, thank the young people that worked at the polls were great.
Right.
They were.
They are great.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But that's it.
Okay.
Nope.
Bert,
Well, I just want to report on the 2 polls that I went to. I was at Cardi's at 6:45, and they had everything under control. It was a pleasure to go into that place to see the way they had everything set up. They were ready to go at 7, and they opened at 7, and everything went by smoothly. As a matter of fact, I stopped back there twice. Then I went to Greenbush School, and who should I meet there but Adele? And she was the monitor there. So she hit me with both barrels, and I listened very politely to her. And when she got there, the school wasn't open, and oh my God, she threw a tantrum, and she finally got the school open. Thank God for Adele. And then only 2 supervisors showed up, so she was the monitor and the clerk, and she just did a hell of a job, I'll tell you. And I've known her from years ago, but she had to let off steam, so she let it off on me, which was fine. And eventually I left there, and everything was working. I don't know if she ever got a clerk there or not. But
Yes,
she was
we
when
did.
she opened. She just had 2 supervisors and herself.
Bert,
But
when-
she was on the ball.
Yeah, Mary Ann played dominoes yesterday morning, changing people and bringing people from another polling place to another polling place. So she got her clerk. I was there, she got her clerk.
That's good.
Hey, Bert, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
When you were there, were the shipping doors open, and was Cardi shipping furniture through those doors and walking by the ballot?
No, the only place they had the door open, there was that big door where they had 2 swinging doors, and next door there was a shipping a door, and it was a separate path, and that's where they parked their trucks so they could unload their furniture. But that was completely partitioned off from where they voted.
I will say one thing though about that. I went there and I wasn't too keen on the setup. It was almost, it reminded me of Monsignor D'Angelo's Manor with the space. I mean, when you walk into Sacred Heart, you walk into Christ the King with those halls and everything in there, and then you walk into Cottage, you say, whoa. Same thing, Greenbush, very big. Maisie Quinn, they're in the gym over there, very big area. But boy, that Cottage, I'll tell you, I was there for about.
Well, it was condensed, but it was fine for voting. They didn't have any trouble. I didn't see any trouble with people going in.
When you
Well,
talk about COVID, that's not a very good place to.
I don't think that situation would be acceptable in November.
No, I don't either.
And I think somehow we should contact Cardi's to see what,
The only thing about Cottage, Mary Ann, correct me if I'm wrong, don't they let you have that for free?
Right.
Yeah, and we only, I mean, when we have one complaint, I rarely act because we never really have complaints about Cardi's, and nobody likes Cardi's, but we don't have complaints about Cardi's.
All right. They let you have it for free too, don't they?
Yes, and it's for free, but I
And
mean,
there's plenty of parking out there, and handicap
Well, yeah, I'm
parking
not talking about the
also.
parking. I'm talking about JP's point, and I'm talking about.
we're not gonna change that for the presidential. We are.
no, we can't, you can't, because we had that one years ago, and that was a disaster. And I
Can't
think.
even think of doing that this year. Yeah, we're too far in.
Mhm. And as far as Greenbush goes, I mean, I think that's a case in point to prove that things went well in that disaster because we got a clerk there, and I didn't hear any other complaints throughout the day.
No, it went so smoothly. I mean, our growing, we had a lot of new people, but it went so smoothly given how many people didn't show up or called in or whatever. It really did go very, very smoothly right until the end. But I have to say that having the Board of Canvassers people go out to every polling place meant a real lot. The support that people felt with seeing people come in to make sure that even if they just needed to talk, ask some questions, whatever, that was pretty key for making a lot of people comfortable in a scary situation, because some of these polling places weren't fully staffed walking in, and everybody sort of freaked out. And we just started working it.
Thank God for Mary
Yeah.
Ann.
Just started working on it as quickly as we could and assuring everybody it was going to work out, and it did. And it's not unlike the beginning of every election. It's a little crazy and then it mellows out. But the end was fantastic. I mean, we had it set up if they needed support, and most didn't. And there was very little to write home about. I
Yeah.
mean, it just went off without a hitch. So
The only thing, Maisie Quinn, the moderator at Maisie Quinn, had not had any experience, and the tutorial that she saw, she said, really did not help her. She was very overwhelmed in the morning when I got there, and a lot of stuff was not done there. I think that a little more training or a refresher for the moderators, if they're new, would be a good idea. Or we pick someone as a moderator who is more comfortable with that position, because that woman is never coming back, she said.
Well, Nancy, can I just say that for the person like Maisie Quinn, we did provide the training, and then we provided YouTubes for you to get refreshers, and then I sent the moderators, even they got their poll worker manuals ahead of time, and everything that I could have sent, a lot of interaction went back and forth and back and forth. But there's only so much you can do, especially when somebody is a return person, because it wasn't that bad. You know,
Well,
and
age has a lot to do with it. She was a little older. I know if I had been in her position, I probably would have been as nervous as she was. And you know, when you're in that situation, you kind of easily riled. And but
and that's why we bent over backwards for her.
exactly, and that's why I went back there for 8 o'clock to get things settled out. And we got everything there, and we were there in the middle of all the people returning. So, you know, it ended up being okay, but it's just.
And quite a few places even said that they want the same crew to come back in November and work together, which is incredibly cool, because I don't know how many polling places, but even if we could get the Board of Elections to allow us to do one, like we say, the voting super center kind of thing, then we would have all the workers we needed. It would be great. And so a lot of people liked the experience, which was really good to hear. It's crazy start, but a lot of people came back really liking the experience and wanting to come back.
Yes.
But the young people are amazing. They're
Yes,
just
they are.
to work with.
It's like another arm to them, the technology. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Good point.
That's all I have to say.
Right. Anyone else? JP or Nancy?
Yeah, but you know,
Nancy.
what you say,
Wait a minute, JP,
if
Nancy.
we've got 9 moderators coming back, we got the guy that was working at St. Mary's that I believe will be excellent moderators someplace else. So if that could be 10 for 10, if they all come back, you know. And another
All
thing,
10 didn't say they were coming back, but yeah.
apparently we had problem with two voting machines. The one at Maisie Quinn, I mean, not Maisie Quinn, the Wakefield Hills wouldn't close or whatever. And then the one at St. Mary's, when I was there, when they were closing St. Mary's, the voters that were coming in, they feeding their ballot in the machine, they kept kicking them out. This one girl put her ballot in there like 10 times, and they redid it. You know, she redid the dots and all that stuff. Then probably after 5 minutes, the machine finally accepted the ballot, but then the polls were closed. And I'm just wondering if it's on their discrepancy report that machine.
Well, if it accepted it, it wouldn't be on a discrepancy report, but if it didn't accept it, it would.
No, but I mean, accepted it after like 10 turns. I mean, if that happens
Gary, put that down
on a
on the
busy
note.
day and everybody's there for 5 minutes trying to
Terry,
feed
when
the
you
ballot,
talk-
that's not going to work.
Kerry, when you talk to the Board of Elections, bring up that point, say this thing kicked it out 10 times. And then when it finally accepted it, the polls were closed. What does that do?
No. The poll, no. We closed the polls after she left.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
And
the
what's your
vote
problem?
counted, but it just,
It
I mean, they
accepted.
were
check
telling me that they had
Mary Ann's
problem
right.
with
It
more than
accepted
one
the ballot.
ballot.
We'll check it. Sure. We'll check it.
Nancy Parenti,
What?
you want to say anything?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Let's see. There was something I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was about the election day. I think that in a sense, I went to every poll. I think JP went to every poll. Nancy, did you go to every poll?
I didn't go. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Which one you want?
Nancy LeBlanc.
I went to every poll but Cardi's.
Okay, I went to everyone. JP went to everyone, I think.
Yes, I did. Everyone.
And
More than
Nancy
once.
Parenti went with you, right? Nancy LeBlanc?
Excuse me?
Nancy Parenti went with you.
Yes, I did.
Sometimes, yes, we went
So
together.
everybody went to every poll, except Nancy, and Nancy didn't go to Cardi's.
Yeah, and we thanked everyone there
Yep.
for, you know, their time and hope that they would come back in November. And we did get a lot of response on that.
Yeah, it helped to introduce ourselves too, Mary Ann, because I don't know how many polling places I walked in and they said, okay, right here, sign up over here. I said, no, I'm not
Right.
voting. I said, I did. One guy said, what you I says, I'm the boss. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? You know, he wanted me to
That's
vote. I
important.
just voted
It did
7
mean a lot to
times,
them.
I think.
It did mean a lot.
We went to every polling place. Me
That
and
was very cool.
JP and I.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, we've got, now we're gonna have another meeting, obviously before November, right? To discuss the things. All right. General discussion. Nancy LeBlanc.
The only thing is the moderator situation. I know that we had someone have like in-house training. I don't know if that's allowable anymore or if you would want to do that for the moderators.
Well,
What do you
so
mean?
far,
Town
no,
hall?
so Nancy, I think that we're not, we do set up in here for people who don't have computers. But the whole reason we have virtual trainings is not to have many people in the same place.
Yeah.
So we set it up so maybe 2, 3 come in here and watch it on our big screen and or whatever on the computer, wherever they watch it, so that they can, because they don't have a computer. But we don't have a mechanism in place to ensure safety of people in groups. at
Okay,
this
yeah.
point. And we're not allowed to by law anyway, to, you know, I mean, there's not that much relaxation in the law at that point to allow groups. Municipal buildings aren't open. Government buildings aren't open in the state right now.
JP, you got your hand up?
No, I'm just wondering why they did away of giving everybody a poll worker manual.
Poll worker what?
Manual.
Now it
I
comes out, it's in a little
poll worker manual.
folder now.
I sent
There's
them
like
all poll worker
one
manuals.
poll worker manual per precinct, or
They got it. Wait,
You email, it was emailed to them.
it was emailed, it was emailed ahead of time to them, and then there was a copy of it in their bag. Right? Yeah, every one of
That's
them had a
right.
paper copy, because I
No,
told them,
not every one of them. I
once
took
upon a
one.
time, everybody got a poll worker.
no, each bag though.
An
had one
actual-
At
copy.
all 10. I made 10.
Yeah, each bag had a copy of it, and plus I had emailed it, but I told them, don't print it, because it's a lot.
It's a, yeah,
I know, JP.
it's like
Sure.
50 something
We
pages.
sent it to them, and I told them, don't print it, you're gonna get a copy in your bag, and
Okay,
that's what happened.
That's, if you have elections, that's fine. That's what they want
Nancy
to do.
LeBlanc, any more?
No, it was just, you know, that my concern is with the moderators. I want to make them comfortable so they will
Yep.
return.
Well,
Right.
you know, the
Correct,
clerks are
general
gonna be, if there's a lot of in-person on election day, the clerks are gonna be ultra busy with provisionals and affirmations and everything else.
Right?
I mean, it's just, you talk about training, it's moderators and clerks.
Well, they
Yeah.
also won't have disaffiliations like they had this time.
No.
Well, once again, this ran very smoothly yesterday. Once we were up and running, this ran very smoothly, and certainly the poll worker manual had something to do with it, but they did go through the training, and for the most part, they got something out of it, because once again, we went through closing and everything very, very smoothly.
Yeah, I'm not,
You know, so I don't think whether it's virtual or in person or whatever, as long as you're going to the training, being aware in the training and using your, you know, if you can read, you can work the polls because you just have a manual. And very often people don't refer to the manual, like they don't look in the green bag. We'll say in the green bag, in the envelope, in the green folder, and we may have to walk them through everything that's in their bag. That's the same thing.
Were there any instances last night of provisional ballots, the application filled out wrong?
I'm sorry, what was that, GP?
And provisional ballots, did any of them get followed up by the clerks?
No, not besides that voided one that they wrote nothing
Right.
on. And other than that, no.
Because that's the problem we had in the past, when we used to verify those things. They never checked the reason for.
Oh, no, they were all checked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bert,
No, I have nothing.
Nancy, okay, JP,
No, it's a,
you all said Nancy Parenti.
I'm all set.
All right. Gary, those signatures.
Yeah.
that you Want us to sign. What's the story with that?
No, they're all finished. They just need signatures before 4 PM tomorrow for the Secretary of State. It's just the independent presidential
Yeah,
elector.
how many papers are there? How many?
Probably about 50, not even, might not even be 50. We didn't get a lot.
Just one addition. When I was at Maisie Quinn at the end, there were some people that came in the lobby. They wanted the numbers.
Right.
I had, and as far as I knew, there was no list of people, checkers or anything like that.
No.
So I asked them to leave and they left without, no problem.
yeah,
So-
St. Mary's also.
And the first thing we did that when we had the tape, we put it on.
Karen.
Right.
Perfect.
That's what they wanted.
Karen.
Well,
Well, Karen had something at her polling place about that. And I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
We had them wait in the hallway, Ray.
Yeah, but she had to tell them to go. in
He
the hall.
called me and I said, you tell them to wait in the hallway. They can't come in.
All right.
So,
I won't say which candidate had the people. I think we know. Let's see. So when do you want us, does anybody want to sign it? We got to sign them, I guess. Give us the report on what that girl or whoever told you about those signatures. Remember, I said, I'm not comfortable without it being on the agenda.
Yes, she said, most cities and towns just come in, the boards of canvases, 1 or 2 at a time, just come in when they get them. She said, your board doesn't just come in and sign them. And I said, well,
Yeah,
no,
we know.
I said, I do them all and then they come in and sign them. She goes, oh, normally they just come in and when they get a stack of them, the board of canvases just come in and signs them. I said, okay. She said, then you make copies and bring us the originals.
When do you want us to sign them?
Whenever you want. I gotta bring them up there before 4 PM tomorrow.
Are you going up there today?
No, if you want to sign them today, I can go up tomorrow because I gotta go to Board of Elections with
Right.
all the other voting equipment stuff that I gotta bring
The
up
provisionals.
Huh?
When you bring in the provisionals?
tomorrow.
Oh,
So you guys can look at those when you're here.
All
If you
right.
come in today.
Who wants to go sign besides me?
I'll go
I'll sign.
sign. When are you gonna go sign?
When do you want to go? I want to go I'll go as soon as this is done.
Right now is fine with me.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that would be fine.
Right now? All right. So how many signatures you need? 2?
Yeah, 2 or 3, don't matter. There's 3 lines.
All right. So Nancy and I will go because she's a voter. Pretty soon though, Nancy.
Yeah, we'll go right now, actually.
Okay.
Where are we gonna sign? In the lobby or
No, right,
right inside?
In the council
yeah, right in the
chambers.
chambers.
All right, under general discussion, Kerry,
I have nothing.
Mary Ann,
I just want to pretty much thank everybody. It turned out to be a great day. Carrie really worked hard. The staff fell right in. And it worked out very well. I mean, I don't know if you can say you're looking forward to a presidential election ever in your life and people will think you're sane. But it's kind of like we
I
know
know who is. I
we're
know
gonna
who
be able
is.
to do this. We're gonna
Maddie.
be able to pull this off. So we're
Maddie said she wants to work the presidential election. She said that's going to be exciting.
very much so. The
Yeah,
young people love it.
they are ready. That whole
This is
group.
wonderful.
All right. Public comment. I don't see any attendees unless,
Nope,
Joe, let's just check with Joe, make sure. I don't have any on my.
no, it's just Bert is in the attendees.
Yeah, that's all I
No.
got.
Job
Joe,
well
Ray,
done.
there's nobody else here.
okay,
Job well done.
All right,
Yeah.
no public comment. So hearing that, having passed through our regular order of business, I'll entertain a motion, we adjourn.
I so move.
I'll second that.
All those
Oh, I
in favor?
agree.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So voted unanimously. The meeting stands adjourned at 1:33 PM. Nancy LeBlanc and I will be down there very shortly to sign those things.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good,
Later.
All right, thank you,
Adios.
Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome
Thanks,
all.
John.
Have a good day.
You
too.
too.
Tonight, Joe.
See you tonight, Mary Ann.
Mhm.